The Black Picasso cleaning up the sport of boxing, speaking facts over the gossip. Haters all up in the comments. I ain't here to be liked, but smash that like and noti button. We don't sugarcoat nothing, just healthy boxing discussions. Thriller, painting these pictures oh so vivid. Applying Duke, Coach K, that straight full court pressure. Only God could judge me, so tell these chumps ducking smoke. Remember one thing that the boxing guys don't like: ugly. Shut out Big Fish and everybody that joins the panel. For all my new supporters, sub to the channel. Like Floyd say, it's easy work. That bait jab with that left hook send them straight to sleep. Experts, we the experts. We never sugarcoat. Tune in to Black Picasso. Sit back, enjoy the show. Enjoy the show.
Now, before I get into what I'm about to get into, I just want to make sure that each and every one of you guys hit that like or dislike button. Don't forget to put some motherfucking Coach K, Duke, full court pressure on that sub button if you're new to the channel. And be sure to ring that noti bell so you could be notified via email each and every time your boy Thriller, aka Ham Rothstein, aka the Black Picasso, because I paint these pictures so vividly with my words on the sport of boxing whenever I feel like it. And once again, fight fans, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Now, first things first, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching this live stream podcast this morning. I appreciate you for pulling up to my YouTube channel and tapping in. Hopefully, YouTube sent out the post notifications, but you know how that go. Shout out to everybody that's listening to this live stream podcast on my Facebook account, my Twitter account, and my Twitch account as well. Salute, salute, salute. And as always, whenever you pull up in the chat, let me know, drop a comment, who up in this bitch, and hit that like button. Please hit your like button so the channel can grow and these algorithms can get out there to where you guys will get the post notifications whenever I drop those banging ass videos or whenever I go live in the morning or at nighttime at 9:30. But let's go ahead and get straight into this shit because I don't plan on holding y'all for too long. So, Keith Thurman is being reported that Keith Thurman, hold on, y'all. Where am I shit at? All right. So, it's being reported by Rick Glacier that Keith Thurman versus Mario Barrios did under 40,000 pay-per-view buys. It says, and I quote via Twitter, Keith Thurman's clearly on the back nine as a fighter. Now, also on the back nine as an attraction, as Thurman Barrios only did a little under 40,000 buys. He also went on to say, how bad is that? Pay-per-view buy over and under was set at 50,000 buys. Let's all hope this is a lesson to be learned for Al Haymon, PBC, and the sport of boxing. End quote. Ladies and gentlemen, I totally agree. But I'm sitting up here and I'm trying to figure out this bright and early morning. And shout out to everybody once again that's watching. I'm sitting up here trying to figure out who are the 39,000 motherfuckers that bought this fight. I mean, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Did y'all not hear me go on a goddamn rampage saying that we need to boycott these fights? Now, I'm not saying don't watch the fights, but I'm saying that we need to stream these fights because until we start doing that and taking the sport of boxing back as the consumer who is willing to pay these fighters purses and shit like that and buy their merchandise and things of that nature, then the sooner we may or may not be able to get the fights that we all want to see. So I am glad that this fight didn't do jack shit, but I'm trying to figure out as well, Keith Thurman was the same guy, right, that was asking for $10 million to go up against Terrence Bud Crawford, but he only made a guarantee of $2.5 million to go up against Manny Pacquiao, right? But I want to roll this clip for y'all. And once again, I do not own the rights to this video. YouTube, please don't flag this video. Please, 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 please don't flag this video. But I'm going to roll this shit. And I want y'all to listen very closely to whenever Keith Thurman went off on Bob Arum for being cheap and for not wanting to pay. And then I'm going to double back and give you guys my take on it. DJ, roll that clip.
Man, we feel like Roy Jones up in this piece, man. Y'all must have forgot. I must have forgot who one time is, man. It's all good, though. It's all good, though. I'm living the life, man. Living the life I always wanted to, man. The life of a fighter, the life of a real warrior, the life of a champion. Now ex-champion, whatever. Still the champ. People see me in the street, what up, champ? Once a champ, always a champ. I was a champ before I ever was a champ.
That's how you become champ. It's within. It comes from within. Come on, man. Anybody want a great fight? Just call up your boy, man. Anybody want a really great fight? We right here. We waiting. Y'all got some questions for me, man? I got some time. I got a massage in a little bit. I got that body work. Got to get that tension out of the muscles, baby. Huh? I ain't ducking everyone. Y'all tripping. Bob Arum, the negotiations suck. They don't want to pay nobody. Tell Winky, what up? T Money 6. I see you. T Money. You know what I'm saying? When do I see myself retiring? You know, whenever I feel it in the sport, man. But I got 3, 6, 8 more years, man. We don't know.
We all know that's cap. And let's focus on what he just said. He just said Bob Arum didn't want to pay anybody, right? But if you guys were to go into Google and do your search, would you guess that Keith Thurman only made $750,000 to go up against Mario Barrios, ladies and gentlemen? So this man said that Bob Arum was being so cheap and he didn't want to pay anybody to fight Terrence Crawford, only to turn around and get a guarantee of $750,000 to go up against a Mario Barrios on pay-per-view, which was sold at $74.99. I mean, are you kidding me? You can't make this shit up, man. I swear to God, you can't make it up. So the man clearly priced himself out whenever it came to trying to make a fight with Terrence Bud Crawford for reasons that we already know. The man is afraid of Terrence Crawford, just like everybody else on that PBC stable. So in order for them to get into the ring with a Terrence Crawford, they're going to have to make their biggest and highest payday, which makes absolutely no sense once again, because these are the same guys that turn around and say Terrence Crawford isn't a draw. Terrence Crawford isn't on pay-per-view. Terrence Crawford fights on regular TV. Terrence Crawford fights on ESPN Plus. He isn't being promoted right. He wasn't being handled right. Why did he resign with Bob Arum? These are the same talking points that these idiotic PBC fanboys, along with these PBC fighters, tend to use whenever it comes to facing Terrence Bud Crawford. And I'm going to be honest. Keith Thurman was the first person that was downplaying and, putting shame and smut on Terrence Crawford's name in his resume whenever he was moving up from 140 up to 147. The man had just became undisputed, and then in his first fight at 147 pounds, the man took on Jeff Horn, who was the man who beat the man in Manny Pacquiao. Whether y'all think it was a controversy or not, in my honest opinion, I feel like he went in there and got the job done. He made it rough and rugged on Manny Pacquiao. You understand what I'm saying? He made it an ugly fight. And to be honest with you, Manny Pacquiao shouldn't have never been in that close of a fight anyway with a guy of that caliber in Jeff Horn. You understand what I'm saying? But having said of all of that, whenever Terrence Bud Crawford sent that nigga to sleep experts, right? Then Keith Thurman want to come out and say, oh, he still ain't fought nobody. I don't even know if he can beat Amir Khan. Why don't he go fight Amir Khan? So whenever Terrence Bud Crawford went up against Amir Khan, guess what happened? He knocked his ass out too. He made him quit on the goddamn stool in the corner, crying and bitching and complaining, talking about, oh, he hit me with low blows and things of that nature, right? So when he did that, then guess what? Keith Thurman and the PBC fanboys started saying, you know what? Well, how would he do against Kell Brook? And once he knocked Kell Brook off, guess what they said? He was washed up. Errol Spence had already got to him. You understand what I'm saying? And then it went from that to Sean Showtime Porter, who all of a sudden overnight turned into Sugar Ray Leonard and Sugar Ray Robinson or Marvin the Marvelous Hagler. I mean, where did this man get all of this love and adulation and respect from? Because prior to Sean Porter going up against Errol Spence, going tooth and nail with him, giving Errol Spence his toughest and roughest fight, right? Nobody respected Sean Showtime Porter. Everybody said he was a football player. The man got down in a three-point stance before he threw a punch. The man was juking and running fade routes and out routes and dig routes and curl routes like he playing the John Madden on the PS4. You understand what I'm saying? These are the things that people were saying about Sean Showtime Porter. But for whatever reason, in order to protect the main two guys at the PBC, meaning Keith Thurman and Earl Spence, they try to create obstacles and barriers for a guy like Terrence Crawford to say, look, man, you ain't did nothing. You got to go do this first. You got to get away from Bob. You know, you're not being promoted right, even though you are the highest paid welterweight in the goddamn world of boxing. You understand what I'm saying? These are the same talking points that these dudes point to. And Keith Thurman is primarily responsible for all of this ducking and shitting on Terrence Crawford. I'm going to just be honest. And I promise you guys, I have a very good video, multiple videos coming out on this topic. But let me finish rolling this clip. But before I do that, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Let me see how many people I got in here, man, this morning. Okay, I got 29 people up here this morning. Salute, salute, salute. With 17 likes. Can the other people please hit the like button? Please, 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 please hit the like button. DJ E Thriller, roll that clip.
We're going to just rock it out, man, till the great fights stop happening. Till they make Thurman look like he never could fight. But that's impossible, boy. My hands are solid. My feet are righteous. Boy, we move swift with it. Everybody's nickname, I'm all that. Danny Swift Garcia, Thurman Swift. Errol Spence, the truth.
No, you
I've been the truth.
No, you have not.
You feel me?
No, you have not.
Come on, man.
Stop it.
It is what it is.
Don't it seem like to me, don't it seem like to y'all, maybe I'm tripping, somebody drop something in the chat, right? But doesn't it seem like whenever Keith Thurman talk, he don't even believe the shit he be saying? Like he's trying to convince himself how great he is or how great he used to be, in my honest opinion. I mean, that's the vibe I get from a Keith one-time Thurman nowadays. It seems like he's trying to boost himself up to get back to that point where he was whenever he had the slick back with the ponytail. Honestly, I think he lost all his mojo. I think all of his mojo was lost in the ring against Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao whenever Manny Pacquiao knocked his ass down with a goddamn jab. I mean, I could not believe the shit because I picked Keith Thurman to beat the old man Manny Pacquiao. But what can I say? Manny Pacquiao showed up and showed out and put on a very impressive performance. But Keith Thurman hasn't been the same ever since. If we keeping it a bean, it took Keith Thurman 931 days to get back into the sport of boxing. He didn't have any injuries. You understand what I'm saying? The man, I guess he just lost himself. He didn't know how to respond or to recover from losing to one Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Shout out to the senator, the philanthropist, the boxing icon, the living legend, right? You understand what I'm saying? But let me go to this comment section, man. Let me see what y'all talking about, man, before I hop off. Let me start from the top. And of course, YouTube is tripping. Hold on, y'all. I ain't even got my damn scroll option. Hold on, man. Hold on, y'all. I don't even know if I'm starting at the top, man. Hold on, y'all. My shit freezing. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna have to log out and log back in so my shit can refresh. Give me a quick second. I apologize. Where is it? Yo. Can y'all hear me? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay, my shit working now. So let me start from the top. Shout out to my boy Kush, the greatest MOB in the building. He said, sup, fam, what's popping? Good morning, kind sir. How are you? He said, I'm first today, man. I really appreciate that, my brother. I really do. Shout out to my boy Latch Puma. I see you, man. He said, salute. E Thriller, what's popping? Shout out to my boys, Joseph Bailey, man. I see you. What's popping? Latch Puma said, what up to the chat? Shout out to my boy Dragonfly Jones. I know your name, Dragon Leg, but I'm going to call you Dragonfly Jones whenever you come on my channel because you know I'm a huge fan of Martin. Silence. Shout out to my boy Dragon Leg, man. I see you. He said 40,000. Laughing and crying emojis. Yeah, man. The fight did a little under 40,000, man, which is very surprising to me because I don't even think the fight really did that. I think they playing with the numbers. I think you should take about 10 to 15,000 away, and that's probably going to be the more realistic number, in my honest opinion, for a fight of that caliber. Because, again, that wasn't a fight that nobody asked for. And let this be a lesson learned for Al Haymon and the PBC for continuing to give us fights that we're not asking for. But on top of that, not only are we not asking for these fights, but y'all niggas are putting this fight, or these fights rather, on pay-per-view for not $40, not $50, not $60, but $74.99. Isak Cruz versus a Javante Tank Davis. The last time I checked, if I'm not mistaken, somebody can correct me, but I think that fight was $69.99. And that was another fight that nobody asked for and that nobody wanted to see. Now, we would be more than willing and able to pay for a Tank versus goddamn Keith Thurman, or a Tank versus Devin Haney, Tank versus Lomachenko, Tank versus George Kambosos. You understand what I'm saying? Tank versus Ryan Kardashian. Oops, I meant Garcia with his punk ass. Those are the type of fights we will be willing to pay for. We ain't trying to pay for these fights that ain't nobody asking for. And we damn sure ain't about to pay for no Tank versus Rolly Romero. I mean, are you kidding me? But salute, Dragon Leg. Shout out to my boy VC. He said, salute, fam. He Thriller in the chat. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, man, I got about 37 people in here with 26 likes. Can the other people please hit the like button? Please, 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 please hit the like button so we can send out these post notifications whenever I go live, man. Excuse me. Oh, let me see where I'm at. Oh, shout out to Mr. Maceo Golden. He said, what's up, E-Thriller? What's popping? How are you this morning, kind sir? Shout out to my boys in Nebraska, man. True Gritter 402. E-Thriller, my guy. Salute. What's popping? What's popping? Let me see. Dragon Leg said exactly. Boycott bullshit fights. Let me see. Joseph said one time every 3 to 4 years. Facts. Big facts. Yeah, man. Keith Thurman is a joke, bro. And then for him to garner or to try to want or demand more than $10 million when he didn't even get that to face Manny Pacquiao when he had the belt. I mean, let that shit sink in, fight fans. Keith Thurman was asking for $10 million coming off of a loss with no belt against a guy who, quote unquote, once again, according to their narrative, isn't being promoted right and cannot sell pay-per-views. So make it make sense to me. Make it make sense. Lash Puma said, Thurman says that until someone brings up the name, Terrence Bud Crawford. Big facts. Kush with the laughing emojis. Lash Puma said, Porter got paid. Hell yeah, he got paid rather handsomely too, man. I mean, let that sink in, man. Errol Spence is supposed to be the PBC's one of their cash cows, right? Especially at the welterweight division. I mean, that's the type of shit that he popped. He say he the big fish. He say he the boogeyman. He did that in the third, right? But Sean Showtime Porter, who's on the quote-unquote same side of the street as Errol Spence, got his biggest payday by crossing the other side of the street, going to go fight a Terrence Crawford, who, once again, I cannot repeat this enough, is the same guy that the fight fans and these haters of Terrence Crawford and the Earl sexuals and all these niggas that come on my channel and my panel hating on Terrence Crawford, they all say he can't sell. But it's just kind of odd to me, and it's mind-boggling and befuddling to me that Sean Porter got his highest payday with Terrence Crawford. But it is what it is. My boy Kevin Jones, I see you up in here. He said, wait, so does that mean Earl won't fight Keith since his pay-per-view numbers ain't right? Damn. That's a hell of a point, bro. And then I'll do you one better. Errol Spence is the same guy that said he would never fight a Keith Thurman because he's corny and he don't like him. These are the things that Errol Spence has been saying about Keith Thurman. And I don't knock him. I don't blame him, because what incentive does he have on fighting Keith Thurman right now, especially when he was a guy that was stalling you out whenever you were trying to make your name throughout the ranks in the sport of boxing? So I wouldn't give Keith Thurman shit, but that's me personally. But we all know at the end of the day, money talks. And if Al Haymon want him to fight Keith Thurman, that fight is going to happen, y'all. I hate to say it, but we all know Errol Spence isn't his own boss, as he liked to portray himself to be. And Al Haymon runs the show. It is what it is. Dragonlet said exactly. Lash Puma. Kush said, overpricing yourself is a effing duck. I've been saying it. Facts. That's big facts, bro. Lash Puma Skill said Terrence Crawford was getting paid well by Top Rank. Yeah, man. I mean, you can make an argument. Shit, he was making the most money, and then everybody was saying, "Oh, well, he ain't fighting nobody with shit. He making $4 to $5 million per fight." I mean, how can you turn a deal like that down and go over to the PBC when they ain't even making it? They barely making guaranteed $1 to $2 million, if that, for their biggest fights at the 147-pound division. Them niggas ain't making no money like that. All their money come from working overtime and doing pay-per-view numbers and shit like that. But Bud don't even have to be on pay-per-view, and he's still making just as much. as them other niggas for working overtime. Good comment, Lash Puma. True Gritter said Keith Thurman wants to get paid a golden ticket to go to them sleep experts. Yeah, man. The same thing that Manny Pacquiao was trying to do, because it was being reported that Manny Pacquiao was only asking for $20 million guaranteed to go up against Terrence Crawford before the pandemic. And once the pandemic hit, I guess for whatever reason, maybe Manny Pacquiao had to feed some more people in the Philippines. I mean, I understand it, I guess, but the nigga started asking for $40 million guaranteed. And he said he had investors, and Terrence Crawford would have got $10 million, right? But for whatever reason, I guess the investors didn't show proof of funds, which led to Terrence Crawford and B-Mac, shout out to not B-Mac, but Bo-Mac rather, not signing the contract to fight Manny Pacquiao. So that's how that fight fell apart. And of course, Bob Arum wasn't about to front the bill on that fight because he would have lost money. And Bob Arum is one shrewd operator. We can say what we want about Bob Arum, but the nigga know about numbers, and he knows about the sport of boxing. Let me see. Oh, shout out to my boy Toby, man, from across the pond. He said, salute E-Thriller in the chat. Much love from across the pond. Shout out to my guys in the UK, man. I see you. Kevin said, laugh my fucking ass off. Porter turned into Sugar Ray after he put hands and feet on Earl. Fanboys had no choice. And isn't it funny, Kevin, how they all say, well, oh, Earl Spence, he wanted to fight the fight that Sean Porter fought. No, he didn't have no choice because Earl's skills are not that good. Earl's skills aren't as good as his fanboys think they are. Let's just keep it a buck. The nigga don't know how to fight off the back foot, and he ain't really fought a guy with good feet like a Sean Showtime Porter, who was giving him angles and feints and juking and strutting and, you know, stutter stepping into his shots. And every time he got on the ropes, he would circle around Earl and pin him on the ropes, and then it turned into a dog fight, you know, throughout the course of those 12 rounds that fight went. That was a hell of a fight, though, man. It was a hell of a fight. Earl had to dig down deep to win that fight. It is what it is. Pardon me. Hold on, y'all. Let me get some water. Let me see, man. I got 48 people in here with 34 likes. Can the other 14 people please hit the like button? Please. Pretty please. But back to the comments. I go. Lash Puma said Porter was used to see how great Crawford was, and now they are really scared since he stopped him. Big facts. Yeah, that's like I said earlier in the show, man. They used Sean Porter as the measuring stick, because I can guarantee you, if Terrence Crawford didn't look good in that fight, Earl probably would have hopped his ass in the ring, and he probably would have called him out to fight. But ever since Terrence Crawford did what he did, I mean, he pretty much had his way with Sean Porter, in my opinion. I had that fight 6 rounds to 3, and it wasn't really close, to be honest with you. I mean, Bud was just toying with the nigga all fight. Shout out to DJ Wynn. He said they trying to age Bud out. Yeah, you might be on to something. And then I also think they want Bud to sign with the PBC, y'all. We keeping it a bug, man. 9 times out of 10, if Terrence Crawford want to fight for belts, he's going to have to sign with the PBC. And it's just basically because of the weight classes that he in. Because Al Haymon has monopolized the 147-pound division and the 154-pound division, right? So I think in order for Bud to bust these moves to become undisputed or to get title shots, he's going to have to sign with the PBC. I hate to say it, but it is what it is, because he doesn't garner enough interest as far as these fucking pay-per-view buys to where Canelo could come in and say, fuck that. I ain't signing shit. I'm doing a 1-fight deal. I want my 40 to 50 million, and then I'm out. See, Terrence Crawford ain't a big enough draw to do that right now. I mean, we just call a spade a spade. He's not in position to call the shots like a Canelo or like a Floyd or like an Oscar De La Hoya. You understand what I'm saying? Or a Mike Tyson. He can't do that shit right now. So he may have to bend the knee to the PBC, but we'll see how this shit plays out. Shout out to my boy D-Town Blaster for that $5 super chat donation. He said, sup E3 in the chat. Hope everyone is doing well this morning. Hey, man, I appreciate you, D-Town, for that $5 cash app or super chat donation, rather. And, yeah, I'm doing well this morning, man. I'm trying to get it in for y'all before I clock in at 8:30, man. But salute to D-Town Blaster for that $5 super chat. But yeah, man, salute to D-Town. Let me see. Where we at? Let's see. Kevin said that's the exact vibe I'm getting. Yeah, man. Keith Thurman, he just trying to psych himself out, man, and try to build himself up. And then, too, I think he clout chasing a little bit. He clout chasing off of Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford name because let's be honest, Keith Thurman isn't relevant right now. And I'm still sitting up here trying to figure out how does a guy who only had, 2 fights in 5 years be able to get a goddamn WBC title eliminator fight with a guy who was coming off of a loss just like him. And then another thing, Mario Barrios wasn't even a real fucking welterweight. I mean, are you kidding me? Who are we fooling? Toby said, I already hit that like button on the way in. I really appreciate that, my guy. True said that boy selling wolf tickets. Yeah, man. Totally agree. Lash Puma said Thurman is a boxing politician. LOL. Facts. Big facts. DJ said, don't forget that the body shot that made him spit that mouthpiece out. Yeah, man. Mario Barrios caught him with a good shot, too. I totally agree. Okay, y'all can hear me. Bet. Let's see. Toby said, Keith Sampson Thurman, LOL. All his confidence and power weighs in his ponytail, LOL. Yeah, man. Keith Thurman ain't been the same since he got his ass kicked. Dragon Leg said, and he keep this in WB also. Yeah, he this in the WBC too. Shout out to Damn 12. He said those pro PBC channels tried to say Thurman and Barrios did more than Bud versus Porter. Are you kidding me? Wow. That shit crazy. Let's see. Who haven't I got? King CJ Axe said Thurman sold 500 pay-per-views. Let's be real. Yeah, man. Something to that effect. I totally agree. Oh, shout out to my boy, the Outlaw Pugilist, man. Make sure y'all go sub up to him. He said salute Thriller in the chat. What's popping, fam? I appreciate you for tapping in. Who haven't I got? Toby said 40,000. What the F? Was there that many people that bought it? Yeah, that's what I'm sitting up here trying to figure out. I don't believe that number, bro. I don't. Let me see. Shout out to my boy Postman. I see. He said Ennis versus Clayton for IBF mandatory. Yeah, that's what they saying. I think it's either for that. Hold on. I think I got this shit. I think I posted this shit on my hold on. I think I posted that on my community tab, bro. Let me see. Bear with me, y'all. Let me get it right. Let's see. Yeah, it says, according to Mike Coppinger, sources Jerron Boots Ennis and Custio Clayton have reached a deal for an IBF welterweight title eliminator that will take place in the spring in U.S. The deal for the PBC on Showtime, a fight avoids a March 1st purse bid. Winner will be number one contender to Spence and Ugas. So, yeah, you're absolutely correct. Salute, Postman. Malik said, much love from the 318. Keep doing your thing. The realest podcast. Hey, man, I really appreciate when y'all say shit like that, man. I know I ain't the best, man, but I damn sure strive to be the realest motherfucker on here, man. But salute. True said, yeah, okay. Shout out to my boy Outlaw, man. Let me see. Who haven't I got? Oh, shout out to my boy WJ Lucky, man. What's popping? He said, good morning, Thriller and the family. What's popping? I appreciate you for pulling up, my guy. King said, a fight performed poorly when it takes 10 days to release the final numbers. Facts. Big facts. 913 Boxer said, I can't wait for Spence and Ugas numbers because if Spence numbers lower than Crawford and Porter, then what can be said then? I totally agree. That's one hell of a comment, concert. And yeah, man, that's basically all we waiting on right now. We waiting on two things. We waiting on to see, three things really. Pardon me. I'm waiting to see what the purse split is going to be between the Earl Spence and the Yordanis Ugas. Isn't it funny and strange how we haven't heard anything pertaining to the numbers 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, or whatever we decide to give them? We ain't heard shit about that. We ain't heard shit about Ugas in this lackluster pay-per-view with Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. And then another thing we got to be on the lookout for is if and when Earl Spence win, will he call out Terrence Crawford? Will he invite Terrence Bud Crawford to the ring? And then I want to know if Bud is going to be at the fight. I hope Bud is at the fucking fight, front row and center. But salute. But this is what I'm going to do, man. I'm about to drop the link in the chat. If somebody want to come on and speak their piece, give me their take about Keith One-Time Thurman and Mario Barrios. And where do you guys see Keith Thurman moving forward from here in his career? Do you guys think he can become a champion once again? Me personally, I don't think so. I think we've already seen the best of Keith Thurman, man. I think his best days are behind him, but that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Let me see. Earl is basic. Yeah. He don't really knock my socks off. Oh shit! Shout out to a GOAT, New Media Today, USA Boxing, aka Coach Malachi. Hey yo, make sure y'all go sub up to Coach Malachi if y'all haven't already, man. This nigga got the hottest podcast on YouTube. He said hit that like button and sub if you're new to the channel. 3 fire emojis. Hey man, I appreciate that, Coach Malachi. And I damn sure be tuning in at 2 o'clock, bro, whenever you tap in and do your thing today, man. I'm looking forward to the show. I really appreciate you for rocking with me. You a goat in this bitch, man. Salute, salute, salute. Dragon Leg said, I just got off work already. But yeah, man, link in the chat. Somebody want to come on and rock with me for a couple of minutes before I got to clock in. I got to get it in, man, and go to work. Let me see. Who haven't I got? Shout out to Eric. He said Al Haymon and the PBC running out of money. Yeah, man. I'm gonna double back tonight and talk about that. I'm gonna talk about Floyd Mayweather's recent interview that he did on the Pivot podcast. We're gonna break that shit down when I get a little bit more time, you know, to dig in depth into that interview because I want to take my time with that shit. But salute to Eric. Let's see. Shout out to my boy D Lucky. He said that's a good fight. What's a good fight, bro? I'm behind on the comments. Oh, shout out to D-Town Blaster for another $5 super chat. He said, E3 Coach, good morning, world in the building. Shouts out to Coach, one of the realest in the game. Facts. Yeah, man, Coach Malachi go hard in the motherfucker. And that nigga be helping me get through my day at work, man. Yeah, I like how Coach do his show, man. That nigga be on it, man. And he consistent. Shit, he really pushed me to come on and be more consistent with this YouTube shit. Shout out to Coach Malachi, a motherfucking GOAT. That is a fact. Real recognized real. I totally agree. D Luggett said that's if Spence win. Yeah, man. What up to my boy Bandel? He said, what up, E-Thriller? How much did Thurman and Barrios do? Well, let me show it to you real quick. Where that shit go? According to Rick Glacier, it did a little under 40,000 pay-per-view buys. A little under 40,000. Shit crazy. I can't even believe it did that much, honestly. But it is what it is. Lash Puma, hold on, let me take this shit off. Lash Puma said the splits only comes up with Crawford wants Bud. Yep. I totally agree. Hey, yo, shout out to my boy D Lucky for that $4.99 super chat. He said, who you got? Kel or Kun? Ooh. You know what, bro? That's a hell of a question. I was just talking about this shit to my guy Poetic the other day. Shout out to my nigga Poetic, man. He really excited about this fight. You got two fighters who are both past their primes, right? From the outside looking in. You got one guy in Amir Khan who has a glass jaw, and then you have another guy in Kell Brook who has two bad eyes. So I think this is a pick'em fight. But if I had to lean towards one way, I'm gonna go with motherfucking Kell Brook. I'm gonna bet with Kell Brook. But oh shit, shout out to
good.
Coach Malachi live on the chat for the first time with the Black Picasso. How are you, kind sir?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm in my loft, man, doing some research for today's show.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to send you a shout out, man. I really, I've been watching your content.
Thank you.
I really like your content, bro. I really love the fact that, we need more content creators who really just come with a different spin.
Yes, sir.
No one has a monopoly on this stuff. We all contribute to the sport of boxing. So I appreciate content creators like yourself, the work that you put in, and all of the other ones, even the ones I don't agree with, even the ones that don't like me. That's no problem. You know what I mean?
You say that all the time.
I'm a fireball. I get it.
yeah. I love how you pop your shit, bro. I just want to give you your flowers, man. Hey, it don't take nothing away from me to say, hey, man, there's other guys on this shit better than me that's doing their thing like you, Blood Boxing, IOTBA. Who else I follow? Damn, Rebel Life. I only follow a handful of channels, man. Yeah, if you got any channels I need to follow, I'm all ears.
I don't know. I'll tell you, man. When I started this, December 31st, 2020. I started this 15 months ago.
Yes, sir.
I'm learning. I learned some people. I've been on some of everybody's panel.
Yes, sir.
And you figure out who's who. You see what I'm saying? Or as time goes on. So my advice would be, man, just to, try them all out, see what fits your taste. Okay. It might be some people that I rock with that you don't like.
Yes, sir.
but that has no bearing on, you know, the relationship that me and you may have on this YouTube stuff. Be your own, follow your own mind, be your own independent thinker. Don't be with no cliques, no crews. If you ain't down with, you know, if you ain't down with this camp, you can't be down with it. Don't get caught up in that shit. Because people are trying to pull me in different directions. And I'm like, man, the hell with everybody. You just stand on your square, do you your own man. And that's the only thing I can say. I won't say go check this channel out. I can tell you some of the channels I check out, but your channel is one of them.
Thank you.
Ring IQ Julius, he's funny to me.
Okay, I need to check him out. Ring IQ, bet. Okay.
IBLP, he's funny as hell.
I need to check him out too. Okay.
He's pretty much pro Canelo. Moni Brown, he's LDBC. He's pretty much pro Canelo, but you know, I like those guys. I don't like everything. You know, I don't agree with everything they say.
I mean, we ain't gonna agree with it. I mean, we men at the end of the day. If we agree on everything, then I mean that's just fake. Yeah. Let's be honest.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? But you know, we men. At the end of the day, we should be able to agree to disagree and still be all right with each other. You know, you might find some people who gonna threaten you. They gonna tell you they got shooters and stuff like that. No, I'm not joking. I'm dead ass serious.
Oh yeah, I get that. I get that from the Earl-sexuals.
You're gonna get that, but it come with the territory. Just understand that. Just keep putting out good content. As the more consistent you are, you're gonna grow. Your knowledge is gonna grow. You're gonna get better and better at it. There's no way that you're gonna do something every day or every other day and not get better at it. Facts. Remember that.
That's a fact.
Remember that. And I have a background in marketing, so I'm telling you, you're gonna get better at it. Trust your instincts. And that's it, brother. I love what you do.
Thank you. Really
and it's not about me agreeing with you all the time and you agreeing with me, because I'm not always right.
Right.
You know
me neither. I don't know everything.
Right. I'm not always right, but I know you're fixing to get ready to go to work. I just want to tell you how much love and respect for you. What you bring to the table. We all contribute. If it wasn't for us, wouldn't nobody be talking about no Terrence Crawfords or Errol Spence or Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman from my city.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get an interview with him. I got to go to Clearwater to go to his gym. I'm trying to get an interview with him. And, you know, I'm talking a little shit to him. Hey, man, look, man, them pay-per-view numbers they flop. Yeah. I know they flop because in the past, Fox, ESPN, Fox, Showtime, and these different platforms, they have always released their pay-per-view numbers when they do good.
Facts.
When they don't do good, they don't release them. Guess what? They didn't do good. So I don't need, you don't have to believe anything Rick Glazer said. Because some people don't like Rick Glazer. They feel he's racist. They feel he this, he that. I don't see the racism aspect of it, but some people do, and that's fine.
I like him because I've seen him on your show on a couple of occasions, man. He always, he seemed good to me.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't agree with everything Rick Glazer say, but, my thing is there's a method to my madness. When I do stuff, there's a method to my madness.
Yes, sir.
And I know that, okay, these people didn't release the pay-per-view numbers. They didn't release them because they did flop. So more than likely, I believe what Rick Glazer is saying, because in the past, when Floyd did pay-per-views, you bragged about it. When Tank did good pay-per-view numbers with Mario Barrios, the first thing PBC, Fox, Showtime said, Tank did this.
Yeah.
So
facts.
These last three pay-per-views, three trailers, check this out. These last three pay-per-views, what they have not released the numbers.
Facts.
We haven't heard numbers from Tank Mario Barrios from the PBC or Fox or Showtime as of yet. We have not heard the numbers from King Kong Ortiz versus Charles Martin, and we haven't heard the numbers from Thurman versus Barrios. That tells me everything I need to know.
And then I'll do you one better, Coach, before I let you go.
Yes, sir.
They canceled the Floyd Mayweather exhibition fight.
I heard about that.
They canceled it because he being sued, right?
Yeah, he being sued. Yeah, he being sued. Yeah.
Yeah, for the whole ticket fraud thing. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But this is definitely not a good look for the PBC.
No, sir. No, sir. And listen, I'm not anti-PBC at all. It's just that I'm anti-narrative. So listen, I know you got to go to work, and I can talk. I'm a talker.
No, you good, Coach. You good.
I'm gonna fall back, but I just want to tell you, man, much love and respect, man. I'm up doing research like I normally do before I go to the gym. I'm up doing research for today's show, and I got a lot of love for you, bro. Just keep pushing. You're gonna make mistakes. I made a lot of them. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that's a part of the growth process when it comes to being a content creator. We are all content creators at the end of the day. That's all we are.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's it, bro. So much love, man. Salute to you, all of the content creators out there. You guys keep pushing. irregardless of what side of the fence you on.
Yes,
and
sir.
talk that shit, man. Talk that shit.
Hey, man, I appreciate that, coach, and I would definitely be tapped in at 2:00 my time, bro.
All right. Salute you, bro.
Man. I really appreciate you for coming on. I really do.
Hey, y'all hit the like button, subscribe, man. Too.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all go sub up to New Media Today USA Boxing, man. Coach Malachi, he go hard in the motherfucker. Salute,
yes,
coach.
Sir. Salute to you, my brother.
Thanks, man. All right. All right, man. Back to the comments. I got a little bit more time before I got to hop off this horn, man. Hey, man. Shout out to Coach, man. That was a blessing right there, man, for tapping in on the panel, man, and giving me some wise wisdom and words, man. I really appreciate that type of shit, man. Ben Dale said was good, Coach. Yeah, man. Shout out to Coach. Okay, Dragonlad said DT3 is good. Okay. I appreciate that, y'all. I'm gonna have to check out these other channels, man. I be needing other shit to listen to be honest with you. Shout out to D Lucky for that $1.99 super chat. He said, you think Bud can help Khan? Bud in the UK out here. Yeah, he can definitely help Khan, bro. See, the only thing with Amir Khan is, can he take a flush shot? We know he got the skills to beat anybody. I mean, hell, I can make a case that he was beating Canelo Alvarez whenever they were fighting, but he got caught, man. And whenever Khan get caught, it's lights out. He go to sleep experts. But yeah, I definitely think with him working with Bo Mack and Terrence Bud Crawford in that camp, I definitely think they can help, man. We have to see. I'm starting to get a little excited for the fight, but am I going to pay for it? Absolutely not. But hey, man, I really appreciate that super chat, bro. Hold on. You already know I got to hit you with it. Hold on. Hey, man, let me get to this last super chat. Shout out to my boy, True Gritter 402. Shout out to my niggas from Nebraska, man, for that $4.99 super chat. He said, E-Thriller, you a real one. You've been standing 10 toes strong since that video with the robe on. LOL. Salute. Hey, man, you still remember that shit, bro? You still remember that shit? I think I was doing a play-by-play on somebody. I forgot what fight that was, bro. But salute to True, man. You've been rocking with me from day one, if you remember that shit. Yeah, true. I was on my Rico shit on Paid in Full, man, on my AKA Martin Payne shit. Y'all remember how Martin used to always wear the robes and shit. So yeah, I was on that type of vibe that night. I just wanted to be comfortable. But man, shout out to everybody that tapped in, man. Shout out to everybody that got it in the chat this early in the morning. I know I typically come on late at night, and I'm gonna try to come on at 9:30 tonight. So y'all be on the lookout for that. We're going to talk about the Floyd Money Mayweather interview that he had with the Pivot Podcast. But once again, shout out to Coach Malachi. Make sure y'all go tap in, sub up to him. If you haven't already done so, make sure you go put some Duke full court pressure on his like button, man. Also, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and beyond. And just like that, I'm gone. Holla.
The Black Picasso cleaning up the sport of boxing, speaking facts over the gossip. Haters all up in the comments. I ain't here to be liked, but smash that like and noti button. We don't sugarcoat nothing, just healthy boxing discussions. E-Thriller, painting these pictures oh so vivid. Applying Duke, Coach K, that straight full court pressure. Only God could judge me, so tell these chumps ducking smoke. Remember one thing that the boxing guys don't like, ugly. Shut out Big Fish and everybody that joins the panel. For all my new supporters, sub to the channel. Like Floyd say, it's easy work. That bait jab with that left hook send them straight to sleep. Experts, we the experts. We never sugarcoat. Tune in to Black Picasso. Sit back, enjoy the show. Enjoy the show.